Hello there, hobby homies. We're back again for our Saturday morning magic. This time, though, I finally got my box of Modern Horizons, but I'd been collecting packs for the last month waiting for said box. So today we are going to open 36 packs of Modern Horizons. Let me grab those packs for you, and then we can get this show started. And with a flourish, we're back. Got these packs right here. We'll crack them open, see what kind of goods we get. Get this party started. I don't know if I've never opened, or I never got one of those in a pack, I don't think. Hexdrinker. Level up with 1 mana. Put a level counter on this. Level up only as a sorcery. Levels 3 through 7, protection from instants. Level 8 plus, protection from everything. Mind Break. Force of Negation. If it's not your turn, you may exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Counter target non-creature spell. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. Frostwalk Bastion. Headless Spectre. Phantom Ninja. Unbound Flourishing. Whenever you cast a permanent spell with a mana cost that contains X, double the value of X. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell or activate an ability, if that spell's mana cost or that ability's activation cost contains X, copy that spell or ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. Shenanigans. Mother Bear. And there's some shimmer and shine. Hogaak, Arisen, Necropolis. You can't spend mana to cast this spell. Convoke, Delve. Each creature you tap while casting the spell pays for 1 or 1 mana of that creature's color. Each card you exile from your graveyard pays for 1. You may cast Hogaak, Arisen, Necropolis from your graveyard. Trample. Baron Moore, Elvish Fury, Ninja of the New Moon, Goblin Champion, Randy's open like cake. Force of Negation. Got that one already. Crypt Rats. Stream of Thought. Frostwalla. Another Goblin Champion. Unsettled Mariner. Changeling. This card is every creature type. Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless its controller pays 1 mana. Putrid Goblin. Tornado. Squirrel. That's pretty cool. With the shimmer. Ice-Fang Coatl. Flash flying when Ice-Fang Coatl enters the battlefield, draw a card. Ice-Fang Coatl has Death Touch as long as you control at least 3 other snow permanents. Arkham's Astral Drift. Scour all possibilities. Hall of Heliod's Generosity. Legendary land. That's pretty nifty. Mana War. Another Tornado. Gluttonous Slug. Goat Nap. That's funny. Planebound Accomplice. You may put a Planeswalker card from your hand onto the battlefield. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Told you I had friends. Lonely Sandbar. So lonely. I am on Twitter. I haven't said it enough. At Homie Hobby Homie. There we go. Get it right. At Hobby Homie. I try to tweet out when videos are coming. Tweet out links. That sort of stuff. There's a soldier with some shine on it. Genesis. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Genesis is in your graveyard, you may pay 2 and a green mana. If you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. No Dryad, Centaur, or Avatar, but life itself. Crypt Rats. Another Slug. Oh, that pack looked familiar. Bears. Mirrodin Besieged. As Mirrodin Besieged enters the battlefield, choose Mirrodin or Phyrexian. Mirrodin, whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature token. Phyrexian, at the beginning of your end step, draw a card, then discard a card. Then if there are 15 or more artifact cards in the graveyard, target opponent loses the game. Sadistic Obsession. How scary looking. Smiling with that shank in his hand like he's ready to pin stick somebody. Carve him out. Hall of Heliod's Generosity. Legendary land. I don't know, is that the same one I just got? I do not recollect. Blizzard Strix. Cave of Temptation. Brine Tender. Shout out to Mr. Lowe. He bought some Magic cards the other day. He didn't get exactly what he thought he was going to get. He wasn't very happy about it. Future Sight. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may play the top card of your library. So I'm feeling Mr. Lowe's pain right now. Mist-Syndicate Naga. Ninjutsu. Unblocked attacker return and unblocked attacker you control to hand. Put this card onto the battlefield from your hand tapped and attacking. That's the precious too. The precious. Whenever Mist-Syndicate Naga deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of Mist-Syndicate Naga. Astral Drift. Whenever you cycle Astral Drift or cycle another card while Astral Drift is on the battlefield, you may exile target creature. If you do, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Cycling 2 and then a white mana. Discard this card, draw a card. Goblin Matron. Forgotten Cave. Gilded Light. Tree Folk Umbra. Wall of 1,000 Cuts. Tranquil Thicket. With the colors. Cabal Therapist. Menace. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may sacrifice a creature. When you do, choose a non-land card name. Then target player reveals their hand and discards all cards with that name. Wind Shard, Winter's Rest, Tree Folk Umbra, Phantasmal Form. Soldier. Kaya's Guile. Choose 2. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Exile all cards from each opponent's graveyard. Create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying. You gain 4 life or entwine for 3 mana. Choose all if you pay the entwine cost. Feaster of Fools. Pondering Mage. Spore Frog. Collector Ouphe. Activated abilities of artifacts can't be activated. Volatile Claw, Savage Swipe, Little Bear, Little Angry. Rawr. More shenanigans. Phantom Ninja. I'm gonna go with this a little fun. It's pretty cool looking. Sword of Sinew and Steel. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from black and from red. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target planeswalker and up to 1 target artifact. Exclude Conifer Worms. Settle Beyond Reality. Orcish Hellraiser. Another Spore Frog. I've seen quite a few of those in the last 3 or 4 packs, it feels like. Oh, there's some bling bling. Find it. Quit messing with it. Hall of Heliod's Generosity. Mob. Moonblade Shinobi. That was a great game. I used to play it in the arcade as a kid. Farmstead Gleaner. Aria of Flame. When Aria of Flame enters the battlefield, each opponent gains 10 life. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a verse counter on Aria of Flame, then it deals damage equal to the number of verse counters on it to target player or planeswalker. Generous gift, it looks like a little elephant. Winding Way, First Spear Gargantua. Ephemerate. Shapeshifter. Spell Snuff, or another one. Winds of Abandon. Exile target creature you don't control. For each creature exiled this way, its controller searches their library for a basic land card. Those players put those cards onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle their libraries. Overlord, you may cast the spell for its overload. If you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. Another Savage Swipe shenanigans again. Goat Nap. Somebody goat napped me. Urza Lord High Artificer. When Urza Lord High Artificer enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Tap an untapped artifact you control, add a blue. Shuffle your library, then exile the top card. Wait until end of turn. You may play that card without paying its mana cost. I'm having trouble reading again today. I am literate, I promise. Cordial Vampire. When Cordial Vampire or another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. Please come in, orders are on the table. Mob. Twin Silk Spider. Another goat now. Illusion. Collected Conjuring. Exile the top 6 cards of your library. You may cast up to 2 sorcery cards with converted mana cost 3 or less from among them without paying their mana cost. Put the exiled cards not cast this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. Mindrake, Winding Way. Chiller Pillar. I like that. Chiller Pillar. He just chills out, just hangs. No, I'm not gonna really fight. I'm just gonna sit back and watch. Chiller Pillar. I know people at work like that. They just chill. Crashing Footfalls. Suspend 4 for green. Rather than cast this card from your hand, pay 1 green and exile it with 4 time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter. When the last is removed, cast it without paying its mana cost. Create 2 4/4 green rhino creature tokens with trample. Lava Belly Sliver. Defiled Shenanigans. We got a lot of those. Another Chiller Pillar. Dead of Winter. All non-snow creatures get -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of snow permanents you control. Splicer Skill, Baronmoor, Cave of Temptation, Pondering Mage, Foot Swallow, Ninja of the New Moon. Does anybody know who the commentary ninja is? Probably not. Solomger Scavenger? There's some Reynolds wrap on it. Goblin Engineer. When Goblin Engineer enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an artifact card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. Sacrifice an artifact, return target artifact card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Etchings of the Chosen, Landwar Tribe, and some more Crypt Rats. Another Pondering Mage. Ward-Eye Witch. Another Chiller Pillar. Unsettled Mariner. Oh, I think I already got that one, maybe. Whenever a permanent you control becomes target of a spell ability or an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless controller plays 1. Pretty sure I got that one. Good Fortune Unicorn. Defile. Savage Swipe. Shenanigans. Moonblade Shinobi. Elemental with some fire on it. Blazing. Collector Ouphe. Activated abilities or artifacts can't be activated. I think I got that one too. Sling Gang Lieutenant. Thundering Gem. Gilded Light. Frostwalla. Another Ninja of the New Moon. Phantasmal Form. Bird. Winter's Rest. Aladamri's Call. Search your library for a creature card, reveal that card, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library. Hope I don't say that again. Forgotten Cave. Return from Extinction. Iceberg Cancers. Nimble Mongoose. Chiller Pillar. Chiller Pillar. Hexdrinker. Creature Snake, level up 1. Level 3 through 7. Protection from instants. Level 8 plus. Protection from everything. Didn't notice that there's 2, 1, 4, 4, 6, 6. Putrid Goblin. Ransack the Lab. Chiller Pillar. Boy. Platinum Goblin. Ayula, Queen Among Bears. Whenever another bear enters the battlefield under your control, choose one. Put 2+1/+1 counters on target bear. Target bear you control fights target creature you don't control. Crypt Rats. Pondering Mage. Chiller Pillar. Oh, I thought for sure. Ice-Fang Coatl. Flash flying when Ice-Fang Coatl enters the battlefield, draw a card. Ice-Fang Coatl has Death Touch as long as you control at least 3 other snow permanents. Smiting Helix. Mana War. Bladeback Sliver. Spell Snuff. Bear. Archmage's Charm. Choose one. Counter target spell. Target player draws 2 cards. Gain control of target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 1 or less. Pillage. Landward Tribe. Putrid Goblin. Elvish Fury. Phantom Ninja. Cabal Therapist. Menace. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may sacrifice a creature. When you do, choose a non-land card name. Then target player reveals their hand and discards all cards with that name. Sounds familiar. Nimble Mongoose. Reckless Charge. Last pack. Hello, little elephant. Absolutely nobody knew that. Silver creatures you control have flying and haste. Cloudshredder Sliver. Should have said that first. Conifer Worm, Mob, Fountain, something or other. First Sphere, Gargantua, Mother Bear, Soul Strike Techniques. And that is 36 packs of Modern Horizons. And that's what we got. Cloudshredder Sliver, Cabal Therapist, Archmage Charm, Ice-Fang Coatl, Ayula, Queen Among Bears, Hexdrinker, Aladamri's Call, Collector Ouphe, Unsettled Mariner, Goblin Engineer, Dead of Winter, Crashing Footfalls, Collected Conjuring, Cordial Vampire, Urza Lord High Artificer, Winds of Abandon, Aria of Flame, Hall of Heliod's Generosity, Sword of Sinew and Steel, Collector Ouphe, Chaos Guile, Cabal Therapist, Astral Drift, Mist-Syndicate Naga, Future Sight. Oh, that one had the Precious on it. That's the Precious. Future Sight, Hall of Heliod's Generosity, Mirrodin Besieged, Genesis, Peter Gabriel or Phil Collins. Planebound Accomplice, Hall of Heliod's Generosity. Look familiar. Ice-Fang Coatl, Unsettled Mariner, Force of Negation, Hogaak, Arisen, Necropolis, Unbound Flourishing, Force of Negation, and Hexdrinker. That's what we got here, homies. Thanks for watching. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's @HobbyHomie. @HobbyHomie. See how I did that? Like, follow, subscribe if you liked. And until next time, when we open something else, I will see you later.